Hi guys. So the second goal that I had was time management. I used to use the excuse pseudo timing for every situation, whether it be a funeral, whether it be a church service, whether it even be school, whether it be an appointment, a job interview, everything. I used to say pseudo timing, pseudo timing, pseudo timing. If you invited Aliza anywhere, the old Aliza, you would not see me until 3-4 hours. I just simply didn't care. I wasn't considerate. I didn't have empathy for people. I literally would just be like, oh well, just deal with it. If you want me to come somewhere, you gotta deal with it. And I remember there's so many examples that I could give of when I'd actually let people down simply because I wasn't there. But then I would act self-righteous and say, oh well, time is not that deep, da 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 da. And God was trying to break that within me, break that habit that I don't like, feeling like it's not that deep. It's just time. Time is very precious, and I've come to understand that now. But before, I didn't have that understanding. So when he talked about this spiritual goal, or this goal of time management, it was a big hard slap in the face, because he was just explaining to me that to work, people don't turn up late. They don't when you have a shift, unless it's this excuse has to be like, whoa. And I remember it was actually from my old manager from when I used to work at Cotton On, and he told me this motto. He said, well, I used to be like you and I didn't care about time, but I want you to know that early is on time and on time is late, and late is really unacceptable. And at first it hit me and I was like, what do you mean early is on time? But early is not before the time that you said that we were supposed to meet. So my carnal mind was trying to fight that all the time. And I remember even turning up to church was really difficult. And our services start at 1 o'clock, imagine. So I used to find it so hard, and it was just something that I didn't want to do. But now, because of the habit that God broke, I'm able to turn up to church early. And I don't feel tired, because the night before that I could pray and say, God, please help me to sleep, so then tomorrow I'll have the energy. I won't feel tired. I won't feel drained. I won't feel like, oh, I have to do this again. And that on time is late. It's not about the actual minute or second, but it's rather about you being that aware about the people around you and being aware about why. So the reason why this goal, I believe, was achieved for me personally was because I've learned to be more considerate, more empathetic about people, and to me that's a bigger lesson than being on time, because now I'm not as careless, to say I'll be there at 1 o'clock but get there at 3. Yeah, so this goal was really close to home, but it was also something that I learned other things through. And that's how God works. Some things that he has for us are time sensitive, and we don't make it on time sometimes, and then we blame God. We'll say, oh God, you're late. We say, oh God, I've been waiting for you when he's been waiting for you. So what I would encourage you with is that be more intentional with your time, about where you spend it and what you're pouring your time into. If you're pouring your time into other people and they're not bearing the fruit that you want, pray. Ask God. Say, God, I've been faithful with the little that you've given me, and I'm asking you that you help me so that this can be something that will glorify your name. So if you struggle with time management, I want you to know you're not alone, but I also want you to know that there's a solution, and that when you know better, you can do better. And for me, that was a very difficult lesson to learn, but I hope that with me as an example, that habit is breakable, that you'll be able to look to God, look to the one who can help you, look to the one who made you, who designed you, who knows how you're supposed to work, and ask him to reset you again, to reset your clock, reset maybe even if it's your sleep pattern, maybe it's you spend too much time on social media. Ask him and he can help you. God bless you.